we are eventually here. 1 second, guys. Right, there we go. First out is... don't know yet. Got all this first out, but it's the Williams of Racer. No, it's not. It's Jack for now. Jack's kind of holding everyone up, and he's on the grass. Alright then. So... let me look at the comments now, because I'll just got back onto my stream, or onto it. Yes, I've asked him to end it, but I don't know if he has. Welcome to the stream, Vincent. You should be in there, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I think Martin could be a decent contender for this. AMK could be. I've got a feeling Throw may pull it off, though. Don't know just yet, but believe it could be Froman pulls this off. Oh, Shawnee boy. So I believe now we'll go on board with Shawnee boy. He's about to start his lap. I believe he's the first one. So here we go. Comes into turn 1. He is as a yellow flag, but we'll just ignore that. Taking the first turn pretty cleanly. Coming to turn 2 now. That's nice and quick. Turn 3, perfect. This should be a good first sector. Turn 4, taking it flat like you should do. Running a decent amount of fuel. 27.2 in the first sector. We don't know. He's the first one to make or to set a lap. For now. Comes through the middle sector now. That's nice and clean. Now his wings are gonna what may help him more. Your teammate, Lewis Milan. We have got 13 people, so it is better than pre-season. Lewis Milan and a few others have said that they can't do it. So, Shawnee Boy and I going for the last sector. It looks like a pretty decent lap. I think it could be low 22s here. Going for the penultimate corner. And he's lagged. He's come for the last corner now, and he's going to set. Oh, NK comes across the line first. Gets beaten by Shawnee with a 22.9. Martin set 23.6. NK set 23.7. Right now, Shawnee is in provisional pole. Jack Tyler sets a 123.1. Does put him second. Hi, Josh. Welcome. No, I'm fine. Velu's coming near the end of his lap. PFC Steve's quite far away. Chicken's on his lap. Alright, let's go back on board with Velu's. He's coming through the final corner now. His timer is glitched in the top right. That time is, no offence, that's the slowest time yet. 24.4. Mitch set a 24.3. Does put Velu in 6th. Hi, Carguy. Jamie's just starting his lap. Steve's coming through the final corner. Thrown with a 22.5. Steve does set a 24.3, does put him 8 for now. Jack is still in the pits and he's not started. Right. Not going to do that again, guys. Right. Oh, Racer set a lap, I didn't see that. He's set 24.7, should I say. And Chicken is set at 23.2, puts him 4th. Still on another lap, unless he's just going for an in lap. Shawnee Boy's in the pits, along with Martin, AMK, Mitch, and Jack. Jack hasn't set a time yet. Unlucky, unfortunate, car guy. Jamie, Jack, and Josh are yet to set a lap. Josh is on the super soft. It's quite an interesting strategy. Jamie, I believe, is warming up for another lap. And slowing one of the Renaults down. And a Toro Rosso with Martin. Bit of a risky on track. I believe Martin's actually on the... No, he's not. Who's his teammates? Josh. Oh yeah, Josh is on the... Both in the pits. Okay. So has Velu stayed out? Or he's on for the lap, I think. Same with Jack Tyler. Jack Tyler's also on for a lap. No, he's not anymore. Velu, I believe is. Racer, I believe is. He's improved on his time with a 23.8. Jack is now on his out lap, so he is there. That's good. The consequence, I'll think about it, Abiodun. If you're on about JC's consequence. I don't think it was on purpose, Lewis. I can't exactly check the standings at the moment. Someone's lost it sector 3. There's not many people who are in sector... Oh, it's Jack Tyler's lost it in the last corner. I was trying to... Why did he try that? Why did Jack try to do that as he left the session? Why is he trying to do that? Why is he... He's lagged out and also DQ'd. DSQ'd. You should be able to join back there. Someone's lost it in the first sector. I don't know who it is. Jack. You never know. Throw may be able to gain 6 temps out of somewhere. Oh, Jack, what is happening? What is he doing? Jack, come on. What is he doing? Jack is unfortunately, or Jack Tyler's going to start last. Gamer Records YT, welcome to the stream. Josh is on his out. I believe Shawnee Boy's on his lap. He is in... No, he's not. He's about to start his lap. So I'm going on board with him. He is currently in second, but anything can happen. Because Jack's been disqualified from quali, does he? And he lagged out. Can he join back and be in the race? I don't know about that. Don't worry about the black box, guys. I'm just going to sort that out again quickly. That's the last time now I'm going to go out. The last time I'm going to go on the PlayStation menu. We'll stay on board with Jack, as he will get 2 more laps in. He's down his time for 2.3 seconds, so I guess it's just a little warm-up lap. Yeah, records, if you're asking if I had a nice day, yeah. Froome's on his out lap, about to start his lap. Johnny Boy's on, oh, it's a Haas again. Oh, not of Jamie, it's Jack. Why can't Jack regain control? Jack. NK has retired. Oh, come on, Jack, what are you doing? Okay, just parked it, alright. Come on, Jack, you shouldn't be doing this in the league. Oh, come on, Jack. Jack, why are you going full on the throttle? Don't rejoin with this. Oh my god, Jack. Mark's retired. Hello, RJ. Just retired. Right. We're going board with flying throne now. Jack Tyler's left the session again. He only has 43 seconds to get back in. Just retired. Jack's retired. Jack needs to join back. Flying throne is up on his time. Shawnee Boy won't get another that time. He's retiring. Frome's in the pits. You have 20 seconds. Frome's in the pit. Shawnee Boy's retired. Chicken's not going to improve on his time. Velu's up on his time for now. You've joined with 1 second left. You've done a Fernando Alonso, but you've joined instead. I'll play against Stewards instead, Josh. Next season, there'll probably be a few people leaving. Promote 3 before Canada. I'll try and get the numbers, trust me. I think I've heard you say that before, actually. Chicken, I don't believe he's going to be up on his time. He hasn't done too well. Velu was up on his time. Steve's 4. Velu's retired. Chicken's closest to finishing. Or is it Racer? Racer's in the pits. Chicken coming across the line now is going to set a 23 flat, which knocks him up to 3rd. That will knock Steve and AMK down. Now it's just Mitch on a time now. And he's on the grass. And it doesn't look like he's going to improve. No, he's not. With a 127.8. Oh, gee, this Andrew. They both can't do Div 1. Jack, you should be in the race, right? Pole, flying throne, 22.5. Then a 4/10 gap to Shawnee Boy with a 22.9. Then Chicken and A&K are separated by 0.02 of a second, so that should be good. Steve is on a 23.1. What regular? Jack, you should be in. You joined by. You just got DSQ'd. You're spectating because you got DSQ'd. It's not on strict. I set it to strict. It is on strict. It's strict on my screen. It's on strict on my screen, so... Well, my computer is working now, so I can get the table sorted for you after this race. So we're about to start the formation lap. Jack Tyler is in the lobby, so... Don't worry, Jack, you are there. to make sure he's there. Hardly anyone's got off the line for the formation lap. Is it everyone just not gone? Everyone, I believe, has to get set off. Chicken's been disqualified, same with Jack. And so is Mitch, not doing very well there. So, Flying Firm's been DQ'd, I think he's hit Velu. So, go on board with Shawnee, because he's the highest one up the grid who hasn't been DQ'd yet. Josh has been DQ'd, half the grid's been DQ'd now. If you two have a collision again, like you better both be recording this race, because I'm recording this race for there will be a highlights montage for the season, so bear that in mind. Sector 3, there's been a crash. Don't know who. We'll just go on board with Shawnee Boy as he's now coming through the penultimate corner of the formation lap, just getting his tyres warm. Now the AI will be taking control, and I believe someone ahead of him was reforming on the grid. I don't know who it was. It was Racer. So Racer's going to reform on the grid first. Then Shawnee Boy coming up onto the grid. And then PFC Steve, AMK, and I believe there's another person. There is Jamie, who's I think he's been there, looks like, on the formation lap. So we just got to wait for Jamie to line up, and we should be ready to start this race. Filling up the line between Mitch and Racer in ninth, and he's got a lot of grass in his tyres, so that's going to affect his start. So 3, 4, 5 lights, and away we go for the start of the season in Australia. There's been a really rough start at the back. I don't know what's going on there then. Going into turn 1 now. There's a Ferrari who's had a bit of a wobble. Looks relatively clean right now. Josh and Velu are looking rather close. Josh is going to look for a move around the outside, and what has Jack done? He's lost the front wing of Jamie. What has he done? He's just completely rammed into him. No, he spun and hit Mitch, and oh god. Oh, what has he done? And Mitch has got the penalty for it. I will take the 5-second stop go off him, but he's gonna have to do it anyway. I'll just take 5 seconds off. It's so unfortunate for Mitch. Velo and AMK and Josh are having a battle here for 8th place. I'm not gonna restart now. Like, we already started on a delay. So Fromer's already got a 1.5 second gap to Shawnee, then it's a 1.1 and staying on a between Shawnee and Steve. Yeah, but I'll be honest, we're on a 30-minute. We only started the race, and we meant to start the race 20 minutes ago. Closest battle on track is still between AMK and Velu. AMK, I believe, has got the position. The side by side. Velu's got a very good run on the outside, and he gets to the inside line. There's a Williams up ahead who's had a bit of a wobble. It's Jack Tyler. I don't know what happened to him. He has lagged out. He hasn't. I don't know what happened. He's hit the wall and lagged out. So, Velu and AMK. Velu is still ahead. AK should back off there, and he has. Josh is 2.6 seconds behind, but he is on the supers! But he's not when he's in the wall. And is somehow not retired. Jamie's almost losing control. Velo and AMK is probably the best battle on track right now. You will be able to, Jack. You said that last time, you will be able to. Jamie's in the pits for a new front wing. Velo's got a 3-second time penalty already for exceeding track limits, and it's only been 2 laps. He's desperately trying to keep... Oh, Jack has retired. He's hit the wall in the decently fast right-hander. Jack, because I invited you, you can just join me through friends list. Because I've invited you before. Trust me, it works. Just got 5-second stop go, I did see that. I know the damage is unreduced. Well, the guys at the front have kept it clean, the top 8. Meanwhile, NK Vela are actually having a good battle. There is a wild racer up in front though, who is almost on the back of Martin. NK is looking for the move again on Velu for the fast right-hander. They had an incident in Canada pre-season. This is a really good battle. They're still side by side. Velu's kept the position. They're still side by side going into the penultimate corner. Velu needs to know that he's still there. He's lost a position. He's not anymore though. He's got the grip for the better grip than AMK has. But AMK has DRS for some reason. And he's got the position. But, oh, AMK's got a 3-second time penalty now. Now Vela with DRS can... How the hell has AMK got it back? AMK's got DRS. Oh, what has happened there? Jack has lost it. He's hit the wall again. And has retired. What happened there then, Jack? You kind of hit the wall. Got an understatement, actually. Vela with another 3-second time penalty. He can't stop bloody corner cutting. Jack, what happened? Oh, no. That is horrific. Oh... Oh, this hasn't gone well. AMK's obviously spun. AMK lost the back end and Vela's been caught up in it. So they're both going to have to pit for new front wings. Janty, welcome to the stream. Well, the front 6 haven't collided. LLC, welcome to the stream. Vela's gone on the super softs. Meanwhile, NK's on the softs. NK's gone for the better strategy call. Meanwhile, Vela's on the supers, which she won't last. I don't know why they're doing this battle. Jamie's been promoted up to 7th after having to change his front wing. Closest battles between Mitch and Josh. I believe Mitch has caught Josh, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Lewis. Mitch, I believe, is going to have a look and see if he can get Josh here to get in the points. Yeah, there is 10, because Lickle said he would join, but he didn't. Now, Josh and Mitch. Mitch hasn't got the best internet, so... Oh, Josh has lost it in his hit, Mitch. Jesus, Josh, drive properly. Mitch has got past him. Luckily that'll be into that. Well, I believe now it's actually okay after the first few laps were settled in. James got a 3-second time penalty. Lewis, on the wheel, I don't expect that yet, so that's why I put you in Div 2. You're not going to be the same pace as Abiodun within just a bit more than 2 weeks. Oh, well, I know which one that is. Well, I know Notorious is in there, I believe. Chillo. Right, Racer and Martin are in the pits. They've pitted rather early. Josh has got a 3-second time penalty. Someone's lost it. It's Josh. Josh is retired. I know, Jack Cars. I'm going to be talking to Jack. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, there's a flying Renault there. I believe that's a flying. It was a flying. Closest battle on track is between A&K and Velu again. Hopefully they won't collide into each other this time because they are battling for 8th place. Jamie's not too far up the road. The ultras should be starting to wear it off now. Callum, as long as you can do more than 50% of the races, I'll let you win, but... He's winning by 3.5 seconds. A&K and Velu now battling again. Hopefully A&K doesn't lose it this time. Josh, from my point of view, it was lag. Because I was watching your battle and all I saw was lag. And, like, you both didn't lose a front wing. I'm surprised, though, because A&K is gaining on Velu, and Velu is on the quicker tyre. They both did pit at the same time, so Velu isn't doing very well on his super softs. Josh, Josh, when you lost it and retired, he was ahead of you. So I don't get how he's done that then. Not going to do it from top 4, no. Oh, Shawnee Boy and PFC Steve are pitting. Shawnee Boy's on the super soft tyre. Can he make them last 20? Could be. Josh, I was watching and nothing happened that was bad. You didn't lose any of your front wings. You didn't get pushed off the track. From my point of view, it looked like it was a clean overtake, just with a bit of lag. Vela with another 3-second time penalty. Shawnee and Steve are on the supers. I think Martin's undercut strategy has worked slightly on Steve. Does promote Chicken up to second for almost done 9 laps. It's actually currently Renault 1-2. It is a Renault 1-2 at the moment, but Chicken and Throne do have to pit. I believe Throne will still come out ahead, but if he doesn't soon, then he may get undercutted. Alright, Callum, I'll add you in a minute. Or not, I'll add you after this race. Velu is retired. Why is he retired? He hasn't even lost any of his front wing, and he almost knocked out Mitch at the same time. Why is he retired? Why is Velu retired? He had a full front wing. Velu, you had a full front wing. Why is you DNF when you have a full front wing and nothing happened? Chicken with a 5-second stop go. Speeding in the pit lane. Throne, meanwhile, is still... Well, if you recorded it, Vincent, I'll have a look at it, but... Yeah, I'll put him in the car after. Chicken's now been demoted down to 5th again. Martin is catching Steve. It's a 1.2 second gap. Velu, you did throw away a point because no one else is in the race. You could have just given yourself a point. So like when I used to be in FF1, I was like what 15th in Singapore, and I was last by about a minute, and I ended up finishing in 9th because everyone else were most people retired. Velu, you're still P10, but I'm not going to give you the point. I'm going to give you a DNF mark. I'm not giving you points. You've still got DNF written next to your name. Flying Franz pit on lap 10. He's probably going for the 1-stop. I don't believe Shawnee Boy's going to get out ahead of him. Depends how slow his pit stop is. He's on the soft tyres. Definitely a 1-stop strategy then. Quite a quick pit stop. Meanwhile, Shawnee Boy is... coming down the straight. This will be relatively close. Shawnee Boy set a fastest lap, and I believe he's just edged it, and he's just undercut Throne. So Shawnee Boy has now been promoted to 1st. Would they though? Because when has there ever been a race where more than half the grid's DNF'd, except for when you go back over there, because I can't remember the ones in like the Belgium race and that lot. I don't remember them doing it. Closest battle is still between Throne and Shawnee, but Shawnee probably should get away. And he is. Hi Jay, welcome. The gap is actually not getting larger, it's kind of staying the same. Well, the ones who have retired, yeah. The ones who haven't, no. But currently I believe the best team at the moment for getting most points will probably be Renault, but I don't know. 18. Yeah, Renault will have the most, will be winning the constructors at this rate. Did it finish 75%? Alright. So I guess, Velu, you're not getting it. Or 90%. I don't know the percentage. Anyway, Vincent doesn't get the points. Let's just say that now. Vincent doesn't get the points. Jane with another 3-second time penalty. Throne is keeping that gap. He's actually caught a bit of a voice crack there. No. Can Throne get him? This would be quite a shock actually if you just get him on the slower compound tyre. And he is on the 1-stop strategy. So if you can get past him, or what? Frome has to do is hold him up. Well, LRC, Australia's your worst track, but China's your best track, so... He's now got that gap down to half a second. With DRS, but then through the corners he seems to lose it. Shorty Boy was lagging slightly there. Mitch with a 3-second time penalty. As long as he stays in 9th, that's 2 points for him and Mercedes. I don't believe his teammate's here today. Can't remember who his teammate was actually. It's Joseph Cowboy. Josh, you could have carried on. You would have got a point if Velu had DNF'd. You wouldn't have known about that, but still. Right, tight now. LRC, you don't know. Martin with a 3-second time penalty. That won't affect him for now. Well, to chicken it won't. Oh, Frome's got a 3-second time penalty. That really does affect him. And he's lost 2.2 seconds. What has happened to Frome? Frome's lost 1.5 seconds and got a penalty at the same time. So now Steve could be could possibly be getting second here. The gap is getting larger now. Frome, as long as he can keep the gap at least about 20 seconds, which he should be able to do, unless Shawnee Boy is trying to last 20 laps on the supers, which is quite a long time. Through the middle sector, Flying Frome does really gain a lot of time on Shawnee Boy. I am going to take away Mitch's 5-second stop-go penalty, because that will probably add on to the end, so... Because with the incident with Jackson's going to get a warning, definitely. Oh, come on. Let's quickly do this, guys. Just quickly putting Velu in the guys who have DNF'd list. Right, let's just check in that quickly. Battle of the day right now probably would have been between you and AMK. So look at the position change. It's actually very mixed. AMK's dropped 4 positions. I don't know who I'd give driver of the day to be honest, at the moment. It'd probably be Shawnee Boy at this rate. For now, Vincent, it is battle of the day, but you never know that. Oh, Shawnee Boy's lost a lot of time. Don't know what's happened there. Then I wasn't exactly paying too much attention, but. Chillo, he only has 1 at the moment. He only has 1 penalty, and he had messed up. That's why the gap is down. Oh, Shawnee Boy with a 3-second time penalty. That does even it out now, because now Shawnee Boy and Frome with a 3-second time penalty. Now, can Frome get within that 1 second gap So then he can get DRS and catch Shawnee Boy a lot quicker than what he is doing now. He is going relatively quicker on the softs. And Shawnee Boy towards the end of the race, if he is going for the one stop, will struggle on his tyres. But I don't think he will be going for the one stop. And there is awards for fastest laps. Whoever gets the most fastest laps over the season, driver of the days, all that. Gap's 1.1 seconds. It's getting there, but he's gradually getting that gap down. He just needs to get it within that second. 1.2. I think he's got higher wings than what Shawnee Boy's running though, not Steve. Oh whoa! The gap between Martin and PFC Steve has dropped to 1 second. But he's not in DRS. He will be next time though. Steve's in AI. Good luck, Chilla. Oh, Steve's back, but with Martin now on his tail. This is a battle for the podium. Martin does have a 3-second time penalty, but I don't think Steve will know. Unless Jeff has told him. Jamie's in the pits. He's lasted at least 16 laps on them, so he should be in for another set of supers. He's in there for the softs, okay then. Let's go back with this battle. See Vincent. Now Steve is getting away from Martin again since he's come back out of AI. If Martin can just stay within that second gap, so then when they get on the straight, he'll have the advantage. And he has gained a lot of time on. Still, he did gain a lot of time on Steve through the fast left right. Mitch with another 3-second time penalty. Oh, Martin's got a bit of a wobble. That is going to slow him down. That gap is flickering between a second and not. Oh, he's in the pits. He'll be in the pits probably for a fresh set of super ultras, I guess. No, it won't be because he won't last that long. He's in for the supers. Ooh, quite decent pit stop. The getting out of pit box was a bit slow, not the best. Chicken does get promoted up to 4th place. He's on the softs, but Martin should catch him. Race has been promoted up to 5th. Or 5th, should I say. Now all Race has to do is try and catch. Oh, Frome's got within a second of Shawnee Boy, not anymore. This could be a good battle for the time being. Guys, if you aren't in the race, I'll be on because I know it's you because I've been checking. I've got Pierce messaging app. Stop messaging because you are distracting others. Don't like talking the chats that they're in. He's got that gap now down to 9/10. This is battle for the lead. Mitch is in the pits. He has DRS. Now that gap is going to drop. It should drop anyway. There is a car coming out. Here's Mitch. He'll have to let them both through, and he hasn't. Whoa, that was a bit dirty by Mitch. After Mitch did lose from half a second. I don't know if Mitch saw him coming. Steve's in the pits for some fresh ultra softs. He's going to struggle at the end of the race. He's going to come out behind. Oh, he's not. He's going to come out ahead. He's come out ahead of Martin. The undercut hasn't worked. And he's on the quicker tyre. But Martin is going to look for it down the inside. This is probably one of his only chances. Down the inside of turn 2. Leaving him room. Turn 3. Steve's got the inside. They are wheel banging. Through the fast right-hander. None of them have backed out. Martin has the position. bear in mind this could be for a podium spot. Because they were battling for podium before, they just both pitted. Oh, Steve was going to think about it. They've both gone over that bump not very well. Not bump, curb. Now, does Steve have the lower wings? It doesn't seem like it. Now, the fast left and right. Marty's got another penalty under the pressure. That's put into 6 seconds. This is probably going to help Racer try and get away, but it seems like he is being caught. The gap now is 8 tenths. Now it is a battle for 4th place. And Racer is losing a lot of time. It is quite like you've got Racer on the softs up ahead, then you've got Martin on the supers, and then you've got Steve on the supers. Not on the supers, the ultras. It should be the opposite way around, to be honest. Oh, Martin's going to have a look at Racer now. Can he try what he did on Steve? No, Steve! What has he tried? He's let them both back through. They both didn't lose a position, so that's fine. I think he just kind of outbroke himself. That's fine. Ooh, Mike's going to look for the inside move. He's backed out. Steve is looking behind. Steve is looking to see if he can get anywhere. He can't at the moment. This is probably going to be battle of the day now. I'm sorry, Vincent, but this is a good battle for 4th. Blue Chicken may hold on to 3rd. Now Martin is on the back of Racer. Now he's just going to get slipstream and should be able to get him through this fast right-hander. But Steve's now looking down the inside of Martin. And Martin's trying to look around the outside. Oh, he went for a really surprising move on Racer and it didn't pay off. For the penultimate corner now. Oh, Martin and Steve side by side. Now Racer's going to be a really big problem here. They're both going to have DRS. But it looks like Steve's going to be trying to get Martin. Racer's actually getting away. Chicken's got a 3-second time penalty. That's probably not going to affect him. Martin's got a better run. Racer's at the wall. And I don't know what happened. It was hard to see from that angle. And Racer's hit the wall. That is really unfortunate. And Racer has retired. Is it 75% or 20 or 90% you have to complete? Because if it's 75, then he's going to get the points for 9th place. But if not, then he's going to get none. That's quite unfortunate. I don't know what happened. He was ahead and then looked like he just drifted off into the wall. Only 8 runners now. Meanwhile, Martin and Steve are still looking for that 4th position. Well, no, like... Oh, great. Martin is now getting away from Steve somehow. Gap is kind of... Oh, I haven't seen that Shawnee Boy and Frome are really close now. Taking a guess, Shawnee Boy's tyres are wearing off. He's been on them for 13 laps, so they should be wearing off. AMK with the fastest lap of a 1:25.4. Steve with a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Shawnee Boy's in the pits. That's probably going to leave Frome to win. Now Chicken on the softs. Will he be able to overtake Shawnee Boy? They both do have penalties. Shawnee Boy is coming out the pits on the ultras. Meanwhile, Chicken is... He has got past Shawnee Boy, which does promote him up to second. They will have a battle for second place, which should be good. Oh, Shawnee Boy's got a 3-second time penalty out the pit lane. Now Shawnee Boy really does have to get past him. Lewis, you can't say much about bottling it. I'm only joking. Right, so what did happen? Because no one touched you on the stream screen. Shawnee Boy has made that gap. He's already took a second out of Chicken. Like he's going to get fastest lap. I think Shawnee Boy is going to get him on the straight, possibly before that. Chicken's had a better run, but he hasn't got the speed. Them ultra softs, Shawnee's flying on them. Oh, Shawnee Boy is really close now. He's got the better run already, and he's got DRS just to back him up. Here we are, on to lap 24. He's coming down the inside of turn 1, and he's made that position. Oh, he hasn't made the position stick. He's gone off track. Oh, and he's lost a lot of time there. He went too deep into turn 1, got past him, but then went on the grass and overshot. He's got to try and get 3 seconds ahead of Chicken once he gets past him. Steve and Martin are still battling right now, but the gap is kind of staying around half a second, so not too much to look at there. Meanwhile, Shawnee Boy and Chicken is 3/10. Oh, Shawnee's got a well better run, but he won't try to move through the fast left to right, because that is just risky, very risky. No, he's not. He's backed off. Oh, he's hit him. I don't know what happened to Shawnee. He's cut the grass. Lisa Gordon's going to be happy that his grass has been cut. He's lost 2 seconds now. He's got no grip on his tyres. He needs to keep control and just probably try and stick to third now. Still a podium spot. Martin is 11 seconds behind. Steve is a 10th behind him. Oh, here we are, coming onto the straight now. He's had a bad run. Steve's had a bad run. He's got DRS. He's going to have to be quite a late move. He's not going to go for it. It's a good idea, that. Yeah, he's got the better run, though, through turn 2. Not turn 2, turn 1. Steve's already on the inside of turn 2. He hasn't got the move yet. Marty's still going to look for it around on the inside. Steve's gone wide, but he has the position. He's up to 4th. Martin does have 2 penalties, and I believe Steve doesn't have any. Steve was on the quicker tyre, is on the quicker tyres, so why is he not letting him? I just noticed that Mitch's got a 5 second for ignoring blue flag. Why is he not letting flying thrown through? If flying thrown does get taken out, I will give him the win, because like, there's no way. He was like, good aerial shot here of the race leader. Quite dominant from start to finish, except for when he did get undercutted by Shawnee, but the one stop has worked out excellently and is winning by 20 seconds to his teammate. Mitch still is ignoring blue flags. He's going to get himself DQ'd at this rate. He needs to let flying thrown. He's eventually let flying thrown through. After giving himself a lot of penalties, but there's no one to exactly Lose it too. Shawnee Boy does need to get past Chicken quickly though, or it will be a Renault 1-2. The Renault are already probably going to get a double podium unless Steve can catch 11 seconds, which is highly doubtful in 3 laps. Shawnee Boy is now back, 3 laps to go. Jamie with a 5-second stop go for corner cut in. He's now been dropped to last. I never knew he wasn't in last actually. He's lost his front wing as well. He just needs to stay in the race. Thrown with a 3-second time penalty. Not much of a problem for him. Oh, Jamie's retired, but he will get the points for at least doing 90% of the race, so he has done at least 90% of the race, so I will give him the points for it. Meanwhile, Shawnee Boy and Chicken still battling. If Shawnee Boy just... Oh, that's flying through. What am I looking at? Wrong person there. Oh, Shawnee Boy has got past him. I haven't even noticed. What am I doing? He needs to get 3 seconds ahead of Chicken in 2 laps. On 2.5 laps. The ultra softs versus the softs. He just needs to keep the gap, and that gap is going up quickly. That's quite an understatement, actually. The gap's already a second, and I don't think Chicken's going to be able to do this. Unless Shawnee Boy just get another penalty. Shawnee Boy is flying. .4 seconds. He only needs to do another lap like that. He's in rich. Chicken's in lean. But he hasn't got much fuel left, so he will have to chuck it in lean. Gap's now 2 seconds. That gap is, if it goes up 1 more second, then Shawnee Boy's going to get second. MK with 3-second time penalty. He was a second behind. No, he wasn't. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. Martin was a second behind Steve, but he has got 3 penalties, I believe. Or 2. That gap's already 2.7. It's gonna be. It's pretty much. It's 3 seconds. It is 3 seconds. Like, that is a very quick guy. Yeah, Jamie, you did complete 3/4 of the. You did complete 90%. You retired on lap 27, which out of 29, which is 90%. Let's just go on board with Frome now, as he's had a very easy race, I'd kind of say. From the start until Shawnee Boy did undercut him. But he had a dominant 1 stop, which has paid out excellently. He's winning by 21 seconds, and I believe that the gap will go up because Shawnee Boy has got penalties. So I believe it'll be about 25 seconds or 24. And he is still getting away from Shawnee Boy now. Well, he's not, but there's only half a lap left for flying through him anyway. As he comes through the fast left-right. He's got to do the 3-second time penalty, but I don't think that's really going to affect him. As he's coming through the final sector now. Third to the last corner, the fast right-hander. Through the penultimate corner. And coming through the final corner now, the first winner for Division 2 and FLR Season 1 that wasn't pre-season. Flying Through wins by 20 plus seconds. And we'll go with Shawnee Boy, who has done well this race, I have to admit, he has done very well. To get that gap to Chicken, like, up, like, from being behind him all the way to 5 seconds ahead. There we go, he comes off the line, ended up being 2 seconds because he had another penalty compared to Chicken. 17 seconds. Steve comes across the line. Martin in 5th. Mitch in 7th. And we'll just go with A&K as he comes through the final few corners. And come through in the final corner. He's had a very unlucky race, I'll have to say. But he still gets 8 points. And he comes home in 6th. So now I will invite from Shawnee Boy and Chicken. If any of them join, that's a different question. If none of them join, that's fine. I'll just quickly invite them. Flying there, and then let's just try and quickly invite Chicken. So about a blue screen, guys, just need to invite them. Chicken, and there we go. So, throw him in first with 9 seconds. Then Ricardo or Shawnee Boy in second with 6 seconds with the penalties, 17 seconds behind Frome. Chicken in 3rd. Steve in 4th. Martin in 5th. MK in 6th. And Mitch in 7th. Rounds out. Or rounds off the finishers. Mitch did have 40 seconds worth of penalties, which is an incredible amount of penalties. I'll give them 30 seconds if they join or not. Give them a quick 30 seconds. If they don't join, then they don't join. It's their choice. Fastest lap does go to you. AMK, I believe, I think, with the 25-2. Give him another 15. Well, I guess none of them are joining, so that'll be it for round 1 of, well, Division 2 round 1 for Australia. Flying Throne picks up the win, puts him first in the championship, obviously. Renault are winning the constructors with, let me try and think, 40 points. So, oh, we do have someone actually, never mind.
Hello.
Hello, congrats on the win.
Jesus.
Oh, and Chicken's there, okay. We'll probably start with Chicken. Congratulations on the podium. How did your race go from start to end in a short brief?
Pretty straightforward, really. We're alright. I got pole, obviously, so I was a bit surprised that guys around me once two stopped. Because it's like a pretty easy one stop, really. So, yeah, I didn't know the guy that I was trying to overtake in second stint, it was lagging quite a bit, so, but I knew we were on, I knew we'd have to pit again, so I just decided to wait until they boxed.
Yeah, I did watch when Mitch weren't letting you through and almost clipped you. Like, what were you thinking when he weren't letting you through on the blue flags?
I didn't know what he was doing because he came out behind me and I thought, right, he's probably going to be quick because he's on, quicker tyres. So I let him through. And then he he pulled away a little bit, but then he wasn't getting away from me, so he let me back through, so, but I don't know. It didn't seem dangerous, it seemed to get out of my way, so.
We'll move over to Chicken if you are there.
Yeah.
How did your race go from start to finish?
Yeah, it went alright. I wasn't feeling. I can't find any consistency to be honest throughout the race. I kept on going wide and things like that. But overall, it went alright.
So obviously, from looking at you two, the one stop was obviously more dominant than the two stop, as everyone else went for it, and you two ended up getting a podium on the one stop. I believe you two were the only two with the one stop.
Yeah, that's surprising, really.
Nice that I know the easy one stop, but I thought more people would go for it. And
well, I think it suggested two stops, so I guess a lot of people just thought, I'll go with what it suggests.
I might as well ask this both of you, are you guys got any like strategies for China, or are you just gonna do the same as you've done for Australia?
Just gonna win for me, really. Just win it. See what happens.
Just win it. Yeah, I want 1-2 next week, Chicken.
I'll try.
Well, you're winning the constructors by a large margin anyway.
Yeah, true.
I guess that'll be it, guys. Soon as Shawnee's left and gone wherever. So, like I say, if you did enjoy, there'll be Division 1 on Friday, and I'll see you for then. Bye.
Cool. Cheers.